So I was sitting in my studio writing some music, and then I got a text from a friend of mine, Monica Pasquale, who said that I was nominated in three categories. So the first thing I do was I checked my email, and sure enough, I was nominated in three categories. Wow! So I ran upstairs to tell my 14-year-old musician kid, he's a violinist, so I knew I'd have a lot of street cred with him. But he was pretty impressed. But these moments are always kind of a bit surreal for me. I mean, like I've won other awards too, but they're a little bit surreal. It's a little bit jaw drop. I'm kind of calm the moment it happens, but then it gets a little funny later on that night when I try to make any coherent sentence or try to get any sleep that night. So, what does this nomination mean to me as an artist and for my career? Well, I think a lot of what this does for me is just simply validation for what I do as an artist. I do some kind of out there stuff, and it doesn't really fall into any specific category or genre. So, getting nominated in two categories must mean I'm at least doing something right. I write a lot of music for film and TV, and I can't really let anything go unless it's pretty rock solid. And I feel pretty good about my album Infinite Point. One thing I'm sort of hoping the IMAs to do for me is the real trick in being an artist is getting other people to listen to your music. And I'm really hoping that the power of being an IMA nominee will really make that job of getting this to a lot of people much easier. So in 5 words, what does my music sound like? Well, it's kind of like if the Crystal Method met Skrillex and has Steve Vai as their bastard child. That's my stuff. But if you must have 5 words, it's like soundscape dubstep meets electronica guitar. How does being an independent artist influence my work? And creatively, is it more liberating or challenging? I write music for film and TV as a day job, but I'm always having to work within a director's specific vision. And while I'm quite comfortable working within that framework, it's also very liberating to just be my own producer, my own director. And like I don't have to hit a specific cue at a certain time. So that's pretty nice. The downside is that I don't have any feedback. I don't have anyone to bounce ideas off. But I think for my own original stuff, that's okay. In my opinion, what's the most underrated album or song of all time? Well, I'm a pretty big fan of Monica Pasquale and Sarah Lovell. Will I be attending this year's IMA conference? Yes, absolutely. I'm nominated for 3 categories, so yes, I'm gonna go. Although it's a little different this year. Last year, I went to the 17th IMA Awards, and even though I wasn't nominated then, I mixed a lot of the winning records, so I kind of wanted to be there for my friends. And going to the conference, there was a lot of things I learned for just forwarding my career, and I met some great people, and a lot of these people I've kept in touch with throughout the last year. So I don't quite know how it's going to happen this year, but I'm sure they'll come up with something. I think a lot of the magic was just bumping into people in the hallways and just striking up random conversations. So that was kind of nice. Who knows how it's going to happen this year?